Okay, good. So, set number 3 is going to be a PvP. We are going to see Jaehoon versus Movie on Neo Chain Reaction.
Is it still called reaction?
It is indeed. It is indeed. I'm afraid that's still what it says on the VOD. I can only assume that either Esports TV is hardcore trolling or they just like think it's actually what that's called. I don't actually know. I don't actually know why they don't fix this. Anyway, Movie looks like he's 1-1 versus Protoss this season. I think he lost to Stork once, and who did he win against? Did he win against her? No, wait, that doesn't make sense. I almost said did he win against Harangi, but they're on the same team, so that would be ridiculous. I'm sure he's won plenty of times against Harangi in practice, but not on stage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who he played.
Yeah, I don't remember either, I'm afraid.
Jaehoon, on the other hand, did in fact beat Harangi in a very interesting 2 games, because the first one they played was DT Rush versus DT Rush, and it was a draw. And then they played again, and he 10-15 gated, which was quite funny. Wait, that was Jaehoon, right? I'm pretty sure that was Jaehoon. And, oh, looks like my overlay is wrong. I typed move instead of movie. Ha! Ha! How foolish of me. I should just put, hold on, let me just put a random R in there as well.
Mover?
I'm gonna put Movery. Mauvery? Mauvery. Alright, I mean, you know, might as well. So, going into the game. Oh, apparently he played Stork both times, so he's 1-on-1 against Stork only. Nice. I only remembered his loss to Stork, because, you know, being a Stork fanboy, I block out all his losses from my memory. Anyway, we're going to be allying up Jaehoon here. He's going to be the yellow Protoss on the right side. That would make Movie the red Protoss on the left. So we are going to have reversed positions on the map compared to what's on the overlay. So let me actually just put some clock positions here.
Jaehoon didn't impress against Cal last week, so hopefully he has changed his progress up a bit.
This is true, this is true. But then again, Cal is awesome, so, you know, what are you going to do?
That's also true, but I'm somewhat of a movie fan actually, so...
You know what, I'm kind of a movie fan as well, but not, I don't know. Cal and Movie, they're both pretty awesome. It's funny, because, like, the only reason I'm a Movie fan is because he beat Jaedong with Dragoons on Heartbreak Ridge once. Like, that's it.
Actually,
There's actually no
why
other
I'm
reason.
not a fan of well.
Poor Jaedong. Anyway, let's see what
I
happens
tried
here.
it on Icy Cup like 15 times and only made it work twice or so.
You're just not as cool as Movie, man. See?
Apparently not.
Anyway, it looks like Movie now going to go out for the Probe Scout, scouting after Gateway. Pretty standard in PvP. Although you don't actually have to do it that early on a 2-player map necessarily. It looks like he didn't actually check the back of his main there. We haven't seen any kind of weird cannon rush from the back in a little while, but definitely still possible. This is definitely still a cheesy map. And there is Movie, checking out his opponent's base. Doesn't see anything out of the ordinary. So having not scouted here, I mean, so the builds are basically identical. No, never mind. Just kidding. Jaehoon has actually skipped Zealot and getting Mana Pylon, very brutal. Oh man, this is actually so bad for Jaehoon. Because he went for Core before Zealot, whereas Movie has gone for Zealot first and gotten the sick Mana Pylon off here, blocking 2 patches. So he can actually send his first Zealot over and start harassing immediately. Look, judging by the minimap, that's exactly what's going on here. And, I don't really like this position for Jaehoon. I mean, he's not going to die, obviously, but this is not ideal. Although, actually, wait, no, it looks like the Zealot's actually not coming. Okay. Never mind. Maybe the rush distance is a little bit too long. Yeah, looks like Paladin's just going to go down.
Yeah, cleans up that pylon, lost a bit of mining time, but I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah, looks like I
It's
overreacted a
almost more a
little bit.
it's almost more a mental thing getting mana pylons than an actual loss in mining time.
I don't understand though. Movie did go Zealot first, right? I'm pretty sure he went Zealot first, so I don't understand why he wouldn't rally the Zealot over. Because that is a very common strategy in PvP or tactic, I guess. To if you see your opponent has gone for cybernetics core first, you just mana pylon and rally your first Zealot, and you can like do a decent amount of harass. Because if they are sending their Zealot to chase your Zealot, then the mana pylon stays up quite a while. And yeah, see, movie just like left, or yeah, movie just left two Zealots on his ramp there. Seems a bit of a waste to me. I don't know. I'm gonna blame that on the rush distance on this map. It looks a little bit too long, maybe.
Jaehoon hasn't scouted, right? He has no idea what's going on moves end.
That is an excellent point. I completely forgot about that, but you are correct, I believe. I think, yeah. And it looks like it's actually going to be a Nexus first. Interestingly, movie like split up all his units and scouted around the back of his base. He's going to camp the top of his wide ramp here. Now, Jaehoon won't necessarily like this. Doesn't necessarily mean that movie is expanding, but Jaehoon might be a little bit wary now. So he's going to go for 3-gate Robo, building his buildings a little bit weirdly though.
Yeah, that's an ugly layout. So I guess he's just gonna go for an all-in more or less, and if it doesn't work, he will be so far behind the economically. So he has to do some damage with the Reaper push.
Yep.
I mean, he can't put down the Nexus now, can he?
I mean, he would be playing catch up a little bit, so he'd have to do like some fancy Reaver harass or something to make up for it. But he's actually gone for Observer first, playing very, very safely here. And I'm actually curious about what what build he's putting movie on right now. Man, this is so much. It feels so much like watching poker or something. It's like you can't see exactly what he's got, but you kind of have to just make a read on what your opponent has. I mean, hey, that's why a lot of Brood War players go on to be very successful at poker. There's a lot of similar ideas. And I just happened to watch some pro poker before starting the cast, so I guess I'm in that kind of mood. But I mean, because he sees the two Zealots and the Dragoons, he sees movie kind of holding the top of his narrow ramp, but that's not, on this map, because it's a reverse ramp into your main, holding that wider ramp at your natural is not a bad idea at all. And he's just going to wait for his Observer, but that Observer is not really going to be useful at all. I mean, obviously there's no DTs or anything. And looks like Movie's actually now the one pushing out. He did add 2 more gateways of his own, going up to 3-gate as a follow-up. His production should be able to outmatch Jaehoon's fairly quickly here. So, well, looks like we're going to have a big engagement here. Those two Zealots getting a lot of hits off on the Dragoons, even though Jaehoon has the Dragoon advantage. He did take a lot of hits, but it looks like he's actually going to take it. Is he? Yes, he is, with some pretty good Dragoon micros, actually going to annihilate the forces of Movie here. I think Movie moved out a little bit too soon before his production could actually kick in.
Yeah, I'm sitting here shaking my head wondering why did he push out at all? I mean, he could just held that ramp. I mean, I guess he doesn't know that oh god, Jaehoon didn't have an expansion, but still, why would you push out at that stage?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, obviously he has the expansion, Jaehoon doesn't. There's no need to do that. And now he has to pull his probes. I think he will be able to barely survive here, but the thing is, if he loses too many Dragoons, it's going to be very difficult for when the Reaver gets there for him to do anything. He's going to need like a really superior Dragoon count to hold off this Reaver that's incoming. And trading them down like this is not the way to go.
No, not at all. I guess the shield battery will help, but it can only do so much.
I'm a little bit surprised that he... Well, no, maybe not. I mean, he did have to add the Robo just in case Jaehoon went for some kind of DT. I mean, presumably he is going to get some defensive Reavers up there. I mean, we have seen a lot of times this shield battery plus Reaver with no shuttle being used defensively. Yep, there is the support bay. But if Jaehoon has good Reaver control with his Reaver and his shuttle, will be quite difficult for Movie, I think. Although he will have the high ground advantage, so let's see if he can. Well, let's see if he can hold off here.
Everything will come down to this push, but as you said, but actually he has a shuttle of his own. So if that Reaver comes out in time, I think he will be able to hold this, unless he misses micros.
Oh man, I can't believe he actually went for the shuttle as well. That just delays the Reaver, and as you can see, the Reaver is not going to be in time because of that. Oh man, this is not looking good for Movie. I think he might get taken down here. The probes are coming off, but that Reaver could get a big shot on the probes though. That Scarab looks like it dudded. The Reaver... Oh, that's a nice shot. And looks like a lot of the probes are dead as well, and that Reaver getting targeted. Where is... Oh no, it looks like it doesn't matter. Yeah,
Oh,
Movie's
that
dead.
was pretty good micro there from Jaehoon, but also pretty standard. So Movie kinda he shouldn't have pushed out. I don't understand why he did that move. That cost him the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it was that. I also think it was a little bit risky for him to go for the shuttle and the Reaver. That does delay it by, I don't know, 20 seconds or so. And, well, now he is pretty dead. Although he sniped... Did he just snipe the shuttle with the Reaver in it? I think... Oh no, it looks like the Reaver got out, but he actually did kill the shuttle. Wow. That would be quite funny if he killed that. I think he would still lose, but... anyway, yeah, he's down at 25 supply against 43 for Jaehoon. So Jaehoon keeping teammate in the lead. Oh, sick shot.
Yeah, and Jaehoon redeeming himself a bit after that last down, showing us that he actually can play this matchup. Doing a pretty good job, so... More probes dying to the Reavers. Probes against Reavers. Didn't work for Bisu, won't work for Movie.
Well, the thing is, Movie's still in double-digit supply. Oh no, there's the GG. I was gonna say he wants to make sure he's in single-digit supplies before leaving the game, but it looks like that was it. And now CJ in a little bit of trouble here. If they get taken down by Team 8, they are in serious danger of just not making the playoffs, which would be mind-blowing for CJ to not make the playoffs. Like seriously, if you took a poll in the beginning of the season of like who thought CJ would not make the playoffs, it'd be just like one random crazy guy. It'd be like Mustaju, who'd be like, oh yeah, STX is going to take all 4 slots in the playoffs. Like only he would think CJ wouldn't make the playoffs, but everybody else would be like, oh yeah, CJ, easy peasy.
Yeah, that's true. They have been underperforming slightly, not much, but some.
Crazy times, man. Yeah. Crazy times.
1 against 2. Maybe Team 8 can do it. I mean, they have Jaehoon left.
They do indeed.
And Baby. Oh my God. This doesn't look good for CJ. Huh. I want to see what happens next.
Alright. Are you ready with the VOD?
Yes.
Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome back, everybody, and we have here on screen the Tyrant, Lee Jae-dong, playing against Lida. Looks like head-to-head, he is 6-1 against Lida.